All right, this video is about how we pack our gear and what type of gear we want to bring to Ragnar. Cardinal rule, golden rule, the one thing, yes, that's my cat, that you need to remember is that there is limited space in the van. So if you are an overpacker like me, get over it. All right, so it's all about condensing it down, making it as small as possible, but yet making sure you have everything that you need. So I'm going to kind of go through a bunch of stuff here. Again, I'm going to post links to where you can get everything or things that I suggest, but obviously feel free to comment on things that may work for you as well. So let's start with just hygiene. Okay, you're going to stink. Everybody in the van is going to stink. Please be considerate and courteous of your fellow van mates. I will just mention there was one Ragnar I was on where somebody had a body odor that smelled like raw onion, and it was not attractive. And we know everybody stinks, but really do your best to work with that and keep yourself as smelling as good as possible. So one thing I really like are these, they're called shower pills, body wipes. Great wipe down, boom, boom, boom. You smell way better. Obviously deodorant too with that, right? So have these, and I'm going to talk about how I pack these in a second. This is for the ladies listening to this video or seeing this video. You might want feminine wipes as well. Yeah, keep the downstairs clean. Guys, I'm assuming you want to keep your downstairs clean too, because ew. So cleanliness is important. The other thing that you want as far as hygiene goes is obviously your teeth get nasty. One thing that I recommend, excuse me, is I love these little wisps. These are great because they actually release like a mouthwash, and you can brush your teeth and feel like literally you just brushed with an amazing toothbrush with these. So these are fantastic all the way through. So I recommend grabbing some wisps. Okay, other things that you will need. I hate sunscreen with a passion, which is why my skin looks like I'm 70, but bring sunscreen. Depending on where you're running at some point, I think there's been some sunburn on some race at some point. So bring sunscreen. This is a nice little one here. You know, again, we want to keep it small, so don't bring like the big Costco jug of sunscreen. Injuries happen. You're going to be sore, you're going to be running, and then you're sitting in a van, you're going to try to sleep in a van. So lots of different things. Again, think small. This isn't exactly a small version of it, but one like a deep blue rub. I like this little thing of BioFreeze. Maybe even small, you go with like a little Tiger Balm or something like that. But just know kind of what works with you. Bring something. Don't bring all of these. Pick one. Okay. Poop happens. Poop happens a lot. We talk a lot about poop in Ragnar. We all discuss our pooping and when we pooped and when we need to poop and how many times we pooped and where we're going to go poop and what kind of poop we had. So you may want to be prepared with Imodium. Bring Imodium. Even if you don't think you've ever used Imodium in your life, I always have extra Imodium. All right, poop happens, and guess what? We're a team. 6 people crowded in a van. You get to know each other pretty well, which means that this is the other very important supply that you want to bring. Now, bring 1 roll, maybe 2 at most per van. Okay, I've had a situation where everybody showed up with like 3 rolls of toilet paper. Well, we don't need that. Most of the porta potties, they do really well with keeping them stocked. So you just need an emergency roll. Okay, so keep that in mind. If you don't like porta potties, get over it, because you're going to be using porta potties. And by the end of the race, let's just say, ew. To go back around to injuries, see if somebody in your van is going to bring some type of myofascial release thing. This is a little like massager thing. Again, not everybody needs to bring one, but maybe if there's 1 per van, that can be helpful. All right, make sure each van has a first aid kit, including blister stuff. Again, coordinate with your van. No, not everybody needs to bring it. Coordinate with your van to make sure that you've got that covered. This is just a little tiny one. Something, again, small. All right, hydration belt. I use a hydration belt. Some people use, you know, wow, can't think of the word, the backpack ones. Some people just run with a water bottle. That's fine, but remember, you want to be able to take your phone with you. So if you're not running with a hydration belt or something like that, just make sure there's some mechanism that you're going to be able to carry your phone with you on your runs. That is, I talked about that in the safety video. Okay, so this is the one I use, which is a Fitletic. I actually can fit 4 bottles on here. Keep in mind that Ragnars are cupless. Okay, they are cupless. So they may have hydration stations along some of your legs, especially for the longer legs, but you'll need something to put the hydration in. Okay, so you need to run with some type of a water bottle that can be refilled. All right, sunglasses. Don't forget your sunglasses. I don't know what it is about the running community that people love these Gooders. I hate them with a passion, yet I own 3 pairs of them. First of all, I think they are, well, for me, because I have the head of a 3-year-old, they look foolish on me, but they also scratch really easy. So oh, that's a good look. So again, just make sure whatever sunglasses, running sunglasses, but you're going to want some of those. All right, moving right along. In the other video, I talked about safety gear, so I'm not going to waste my time on that. You'll notice that I do have it in a little Ziploc bag that is labeled safety gear. Keeps it all together. Okay, food and hydration. Coordinate with your van. Again, not everybody needs to bring everything. Make sure if there's any allergies within the van that gets discussed, okay? So whoever your van captain is, your van leader is, make sure that gets coordinated. Things that are, quick sources of carbs are great. This is a trail mix. I happen to use GU when I run longer runs, so I'll bring my GU I'll put it into each of my leg bags, which we'll talk about in a second. Things like Cheez-Its, things that are easy to grab, easy to eat. My friend Julie Bravo makes the best balls, protein balls. They're really good. They melt in your mouth. They're like sweaty balls. So again, depending on the health and desires of your van, but coordinate that. One person should bring a cooler so you can keep anything, any of the cool food and drinks cool. Again, 1 cooler, not 15 coolers, okay, not 6 coolers. Hydration is very important. I bring Noon. That's just what I like to drink. Again, some people like to do Gatorade or whatever. Just again, know yourself. Right, I mentioned that Ragnar is cupless, so you want to bring a coffee cup. If you're like me, I cannot live without my coffee, and I will tell you, nothing tastes better than the coffee that you get in the middle of the night when you're running Ragnar or when you're going out for your early morning runs, except for the beer that you get at the end. It's the only time I drink beer, too. Again, you'll notice I've labeled it with my name because so many people have Goodrich Institute mugs. Right, you want your headphones, earphones, whatever. If you do listen to music, if you don't, awesome, go you. If you have some type of a tracking device, I triple track, I Garmin and I Fitbit, and I do map my run on my phone. Yes, I'm a freak. Power. Okay, so we're going to be in a van, and there's not a lot of power sources, so you're going to need to be sharing. So 2 big hints on this. Number 1, I recommend getting a long-term, like a long-acting or long-holding charger. Like this will get me through an entire Ragnar weekend, and I won't have to refill it. Okay, I make sure it's charged up ahead of time. I can literally charge my Garmin, my Fitbit, my phone with this all weekend. Okay, again, notice I've labeled it because these things disappear. Okay, so make sure you have that. And so obviously if you're bringing like a Garmin or anything, make sure you have your Garmin charger. Again, you'll notice I have mine tagged. These things disappear. Phone chargers always get messed up, so please make sure you label your crap. All right, let's see. Obviously, now shoes, you want 2 pairs of shoes at least. The 2 pairs that you want are obviously your running shoes. Okay, make sure. Some people bring 2 pair. I'm kind of a space freak, so to me, I just run in 1 pair and I'll suck it up if it happens to rain or whatever. If you know that your forecast is pouring rain for your race, then maybe you do bring 2 pairs. That's fine. But you also want some flip-flops. These are really nice ones I got. Brandy, I don't know if you've seen these brand, but these are really good ones. Yeah, these are Nike, nice and soft. But you want comfy to let your feet expand in between. Associated with that, and I actually don't have them at my table here with me, but compression sleeves or compression socks. Because again, you're going to be running, and then you hop in a van and you sit and you try to sleep. All right, so let's move to sleeping. All right. I'm going to do another video where I'm going to talk about van etiquette. So this is just supplies right now. A small blanket. This one is one of my favorites because it's from the Richmond Marathon that I did, my very first marathon. It's small, but it covers me enough that it gives me all I need. Again, small. Keyword, compact. I also absolutely love this little travel pillow. Again, I'm not bringing a massive pillow off of my bed. I'm bringing this little tiny travel one, and you can see it unfolds. Boom, boom, boom. Also, if you decide to put your clothing into like a compression sack, you could use your compression sack as a pillow. Okay. Let's see. Depending on the weather, believe it or not, I've run Ragnar's where I actually had to buy this. This was actually purchased in Cape Cod. I was freezing my butt off. I like to have running gloves. I am a freaking sissy. I know I was born and raised in Maine, but I've been in Arizona long enough that I am a total sissy. So again, check your temperatures. If you think you're gonna get cold, make sure you have cold weather gear. All right. It's kind of funny. Ragnar gear is like a thing. Now what's hilarious about this is I don't wear hats. Oops, hold on one second.